checking, make sure the audio's coming in. Alright, let me just put this up a little bit louder. There we go. Alright. Hello everybody, the Legendary Renegade here for the finale of my Sonic Frontiers Final Horizon live stream. I know I've been putting a lot of time into this game, especially when I had to redo some of it because of the audio issues I was having at the beginning. So, but now we're just gonna jump right into it, not do any cyberspace stages. We're just gonna go right to the final battle because I feel like I've been putting it off. I've put it off long enough at this point. I'm just about as ready as I'll ever be for it. See if I can get through the if I can get through this boss without, you know, if the last trial was any, you know, idea of how this boss is gonna, you know, of how this final boss is gonna end up, I guess we'll have to just wait and see. But I know that a lot of people have already been probably talking about, obviously, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition came out the other day, so it's probably what everybody is focusing on right now. But I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna finish this game up here and now. Then I'm probably gonna take a few weeks off, because I'm gonna probably be spending a lot of my time just playing that, obviously. So, do I just talk to the Master King Coco again? Or does this just start the trial again? That's what I'm just trying to see. I see all the cyberspace stuff, but I'm just gonna talk to him. I mean, what's the worst time has come? Oh, I can choose to swap characters here, proceed to the final battle, take the trial again, or return to island exploration. Ready for the final battle, yes. About as ready as I'll ever be.
Hey, nice of you to catch up.
Were you successful?
Naturally.
Good. Unfortunately, your friends aren't handling their cyber corruption nearly as well.
They got the emeralds.
Oh, you guys are the best.
What does that make me? Hmm?
Fashionably late. But hey, you tried.
We're out of time. I command you to save us.
Why is it always the purple emerald that's the last one he gets, though? Right, time for one last supersonic battle. Basically just the start. Supreme battle again. This time we gotta utilize the perfect parry. I know this is only phase 1 of a much more in-depth boss battle. I know there are mods that people have implemented to restore some of the unused, like, QTEs and certain, like, events that Supreme originally had. Because I know there's plenty of unused content. Not off to the best start here. I'll just get to this attack hit. I'm already proceeding to the next phase. I guess what my stats already step up. Let me get an instrumental version of I'm Here, though. I know there have been mods to restore, like, you know, this cutscene, like, it has the wings here on Supreme, but when you actually get back to the gameplay, they're just not there. I don't know, maybe they were worried about, like, rendering them. Am I supposed to deflect that? I'm not sure, like... Oh. Well, there's the instrument. There's the vocals. Why is he not taking any damage, though? Ah! Oh, there it is. I was like... This isn't the end here. I know the original true final boss, was just Space Shooter originally, which to some that's not very interesting. The fact that they attempted to change up the final boss here, in a way. So I've seen people like...
This shell was once my prison. Now it shall be the avatar of my return. All shall perish. All shall return to order, to oblivion.
It's just that massive... It is kind of disturbing to see it, like, grow those extra... Well, you'll see it in a second, but people have probably already seen this plenty of times. How the Supreme just grows a bunch of appendages, and it's becoming more like beast-like. As the end's taking control. Now I'm going to use the perfect character as the end. We got an instrumental version. Final battle. The trials are complete. The final Titan has appeared. I know he's just going to keep getting his health back as long as that. I gotta get rid of that water. Oh, there we go.
And this is to go even further beyond.
This is essentially what I think. It's just supersonic. And supersonic, too. He just gets blue eyes. And, his aura is different. Master King Coco's trials awaken Supersonic's hidden power. Parry has been powered up to become Perfect Parry, which can reflect any attack. Perfect Parry requires the exact timing. Go forth and unleash Supersonic's new power. I know in files they just simply call this Supersonic 2. Feel like I'm getting the hang of it. I don't think I'm damaging it there. I gotta aim for his head. There we go. I know this isn't... He's just sort of sitting there. I know, this seems like it's way too easy at first phase. Yep, there's the cord again. Power it back up. As long as it has that, then it's just going to keep getting its health back. The question is, how are we supposed to target it? Because it seems like Sonic is just aiming for his head. Couldn't see with the trees in the way. Yep. Okay, there we go. I do like that sort of... Oh, this is... That is such a cool moment there. How he just deflects the attack. Oh. Oh, I guess even cycle. Oh. Where is he? Where is it? Yeah, I guess cycling is not the best strategy for this part. Moving on to a new phase. That damn thing's coming back. I gotta get rid of it. I'm gonna run out of rings. He's almost got all his health back. Damn it, it's back to full health again. This again. We're supposed to target this thing. Oh, no. I lose rings. Whoop. Oh, come on. Okay. He doesn't have any health left. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna get it back again. Oh, come on, really? How many times do I have to knock this thing off? Aim for the damn cord. Ah. Trying to aim for the... just aim for his damn cord, the cord on its head, but it keeps aiming for his actual head. Please tell me I've beaten it this time. Oh, come on. It has no health. It can't seriously get the cord back again, can it? It's gonna get it back again, isn't it? Okay, how are you supposed to beat this thing if it keeps just getting the thing back? Okay, I got it off. before it could get back to full health. This thing again. How are you supposed to beat this thing? I get it down to 0 health, and then it just gets its core back to regenerate all of its health. Doesn't get rid of any of its health, because it still has that core to regenerate. Come on, aim for the damn core. Supreme portion again. Come on, come on. I have not been able to get that off of its head. I've just been aiming for... I don't understand. You can't switch homing miracles with the for the homing attack. Doing nothing. It's just showing. Oh. Well, those orbs caused me to lose rings. Getting hit by those causes me to lose rings. Try again. Find something else to attack. Well, how do I get to that other thing to attack? Because it seems like I'm just aiming for the damn... I'm aiming for its head and not the cord. Yeah, I gotta do Supreme again. I mean, it's not very hard to get to that. Water. There's gonna be some sort of secret way you have to re-aim your homing attack for that cord. Gotta get rid of those things first, probably. Gonna skip right through this. on. I'm trying to aim for the damn cord. Ah! Things cause me to lose my total rings. First off, there has to be some sort of secret that you need to do in order to actually target the cord and not his head. Sidestep. Sidestep while I'm doing a combo. Not exactly. Well, I get to this part. Oh. Do I just need to get him trapped in? Find something else to attack the end. Yeah, I know. Don't tell me he's gonna get it back again. Okay, now we finally... Okay, I'm finally moving on to the next phase. Cycle for that. Alright, we finally get the instrument, the new vocal version by Kellen Quinn. I love this rendition of I'm Here. Oof. It's got that chord again. Oh boy. Ooh, that's not good. Less than 100 wins. Oh! Okay, so they have a health bar I gotta worry about.
Sonic, it's now or never!
Oh, I wanted to sing the rest of that.
Sorry, Master King. Looks like I'm going all out after all.
This form is called Cyber Supersonic. Basically just letting the full frontal of his cyber corruption take control. And just use him as a giant projectile. That reminds me of the Sonic Power King. It's the first time we ever see Supersonic actually, like, damaged and hurt. Well, it only took me 2 attempts to get through it. I guess according to the game, Sonic permanently loses this power. I don't know why he would just permanently lose it. hurt? It feels like that should have taken a lot more out of him. I mean, it did, obviously, based on how he was after the battle. The ancient symbol. And Eggman gets his happy ending with Sage.
You did well, Sage. It's time to head home, dear daughter.
Home. I like the sound of that. Father.
I hope she appears in the next Sonic, like the main Sonic game. I definitely would like to see her come back. Have Eggman work off of Sage as dynamic. Alright, wait, hold on. I'm just lowering the game audio, only just because I'm not sure if the music's copyright here. Or is this just... Because I remember when I... This is Dear Father, I think? I remember last time during the credits, Vandalize played, and I got hit with a copyright claim for that. So, I'm assuming this is alright, but I'm gonna continue talking over it while I go through the credits. So, it was definitely I would say an epic ending. I mean, it feels more like a genuine final boss than the original, the original, you know, the main games, like, you know, with the space shooter and all that. The one thing is, like, they don't make it clear how you're supposed to target the umbilical, like the cord there. Like, I had to look that up, but it's like you have to, while you're comboing, you have to do a sidestep. That changes the homing reticle to the umbilical cord. It's like, I feel like don't explain that enough. I feel that's something they should have probably explained a bit more. That's really my only sort of, aside from the, that's really my only real sour point, I guess. Just the process of damaging it, and the fact that the umbilical, you know, unless you get rid of that, you do it enough damage. Well, the thing is, well, I guess that's not really my only sour point. It's just like, I got its health down to 0, and then it's like, I'm hitting it, nothing's changing. It's like, did I have to get it caught in the psych loop? Would that be what transitions to the next phase of it? It wasn't exactly clear. I'm assuming, I mean, that's just after, I literally was just mashing buttons after a bit, because it's definitely, there are definitely some areas that I could see it improve. And maybe one of these days I'll try out the modded version that adds back in some of the unused content from the original Supreme, Supreme and boss fight, because I'm not sure if there was stuff cut out for this as well. But yeah, I've been doing this game now since the beginning of January. I'm probably going to be taking a break from Sonic games for the time being, because I don't want to get burnt out. Obviously, I know there's the Unleashed recompiled on PCs, which I did download, and I have been playing. It's definitely the definitive version of Unleashed that you should be playing. And it saved me the process of having to buy an Xbox Series X, because it's like, I want to play this game at a higher frame rate and graphical quality, but it's like, do I really want to shell out $500 for an Xbox Series X? Not really. Then they just drop this, just a recompiled version. Luckily, I still have my copy of Unleashed on the Xbox 360, so I wasn't really, it's just a matter of getting it, you know, onto my computer and getting all the DLC for it. So maybe that's something I will do later down the road. I want to see how much they continue to update this, what it means for other sort of Sonic games, or just Xbox games in general, because it's not, it's a big step in, like, game preservation, but it's definitely, you know, some people say, oh, it's better than emulation. It's better, but it's not easier. It requires a lot of work to get it. Mainly, you're converting a lot of the game's code into another format, from what I've read about it. I know I may not have it fully grasped, but that's just what I got from it. Because you still need an existing copy of the game in order to actually run the decompiled version. And I still think, in my opinion, that's still my favorite modern Sonic game. In terms of production, I still think it's the best modern Sonic game. You know, everybody has their opinions, but I just think the world you get to travel in, and then, though this gets up there in terms of quality Sonic Frontiers, I do like how you get to travel through the Starfall Islands here. And how it's a more, like,
So, that was fun.
somber story. Nope.
But I guess it's time we got moving. I know you all have big plans.
Wait, is this just from the main game again?
You're gonna hardly recognize me when we see each other again.
I wonder if cream and sticks are free.
No, don't bring her
Make
up.
a road trip out of it.
It'll be good to get back to my island. At least.
Please don't bring anything from Sonic Boom
Wasting
back.
daylight. Let's go.
So I'm assuming this ending is basically they're going their own ways for now. The only main difference is the ending, where originally, Sage sacrificed herself. Okay, nope, yep, here's Vandalize, so I gotta lower that. Because I do not want to get copyright striked again. I don't know why it's this song in particular that gets... That one in particular is just like, you can't play this song in your stream unless, we're literally... we can't hear it. It's the one thing I've learned from just streaming Kingdom Hearts. You gotta essentially lower the game volume whenever you get to any part that has any copyrighted music. It's like a part of me wants to go back and do Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts game, and now that I know, like, okay, I gotta keep the game volume pretty low, so you can't really hear it, but at least the video won't be muted because that was one of the most annoying aspects of putting those videos together and those streams. Anyway, yeah, and I remember the last time I got again, why is it this? I don't know if it's just the performer is. I don't know if it's just the copyright because of the performer. I don't know, but anyway, I've enjoyed myself with this. It's been I've had my fair share of ups and downs with the Final Horizon. Definitely the trial towers, where climbing them was probably the most nerve-wracking part. The cyberspace stages, I did most of them on my first attempt, before I started redoing this live stream, and they're interesting. Again, I'll probably go back and do the rest of the challenges off screen though, because one, I didn't want to spend too much more time on them, because I feel like it was going to be taking me so much longer to get through the rest of the cyberspace stages. Only just because, of all the different requirements, like, finding all the animals, getting all the silver moon rings and all that. And I'm like, it's like, I don't have all day, I don't have all the time to do this. Especially since there are other games I want to try to move on to. And this is something I've been meaning to come back and finish ever since the Final Horizon DLC came out. I didn't want to stream it when it just came out because I figured a lot of people were going to be doing it at the time. And now that, a lot of games have come out this week, Assassin's Creed Shadow, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, we got the Switch 2 Direct a week and a half away, so there's going to be a lot of talk around that. And really, I just want to start playing this game right here. Not to say that I wasn't enjoying my time with this game, but it's like not having to worry about finishing this up. Like, I've pretty much done everything I needed to do. The only thing I haven't really done is just max out all the characters and like do all the rest of the cyberspace stages. But again, you don't really need to, with how you play through the game, you don't really need to do any of the cyberspace stages if you just like search through like the island to get all those lookout Coco. I don't know if there's going to be another scene after this. We dedicate this game to all players who supported us. Thank you for playing. Okay. Nice little thanks from the developers. Because I know they definitely put a lot of... The developers definitely put a lot of heart and soul into this, you know, considering the last attempt that they had at, you know, the last Sonic game they did was, you know, Sonic Forces, and that wasn't really received well. So they really wanted to go all out with this one. I get that. New Game Plus has been unlocked. If you select New Game Plus on the title screen and load your game clear data, Sonic stats will carry over. However, items will not carry over. Okay, so basically that's just the New Game Plus. So you have to get... So New Game Plus you unlock by doing the Final Horizon. So I guess if you just want to go play through the game again, but you don't want to have to worry about upgrading Sonic stats again because you just want to get right into it. The Battle Rush, the arcade mode. There's plenty of stuff to do in this game, and I'll have to try... I do own the Steam version of this game, so there are some things I'm going to try out at some point. Mainly just because, you know, modding community has always been pretty grand for this. Oh, my DualSense battery's low. Hold on one sec. Well, I'm going to be wrapping up here anyway in a few minutes. This was going to be a much shorter stream than my previous ones, only just because I was pretty much saving this for the final boss. You know, hopefully it wouldn't take me too many attempts to get through. But considering, you know, the amount of... Let me just see what happens when I load up the save file. Okay, yeah, it just goes to the final battle. So you can just continuously go back to the final battle at any point. Of course, your rings are carryover, so you gotta essentially, you know, go in with the max amount of rings. Otherwise, you know, the final boss is practically impossible. Yeah. And I guess you talk to the Master King Coco to switch characters, or if you want to do that trial again. I don't know, maybe... I still feel like there's a lot... The perfect parry is still something I need to get the timing down on. I think there was definitely a bit more breathing room in the final boss for it, mainly just because you had time to react to when those orbs were coming at you, to deflect them. You know, I say that, and obviously there were points where I just... You know, I got hit by them all, and then I was like wondering, why is my total ring count going down? But oh, those orbs are lowering my total ring count. Kind of like with closest comparison I can think of is with Tears of the Kingdom, how when Link interacts with Gloom, when Link you know gets afflicted with gloom, he loses some of his hearts, like, that he can't regain unless he, you know, goes to, like, one of those light sources, or eats, like, a meal that, you know, reverses the condition, so... Yeah, there's still plenty to... Yeah, again, there's really all the remaining cyberspace stages, but... And this one map challenge that I could never solve for the life of me. The timing on it, it feels like there's not enough time to get that like orb through all the hoops there. I don't know. But I got through most of the game here. Most of the map has been completed. I feel I've done more than enough to prove that. And, you know, beating the final boss in the amount of attempts that it took me. You know, considering that I know people have mixed feelings about this final boss, but, you know, it was definitely a more impactful end to the game than the base game's final boss. Mainly just because you're actually controlling Sonic in this final, you know, the final portion of the game. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you missed the stream, I'll be posting it on my YouTube channel this weekend. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be taking a break from streaming for a few weeks, mainly just to try to catch up on some of the backlog I have with my backlog for games. There's so many games I got to play through, and I'm going to be busy the next couple of weeks anyway with other projects that I'm working on. And I don't want to burn myself out from this and, you know, end up in the same position that I happened to be in last time. But, you know, that's why, you know, everybody you need to know when you need to, like, take a breather for something. What my next game will be, that is still to be decided. Probably something shorter compared to, I know this wasn't a very long expansion, but considering I essentially had to do it twice due to extenuating circumstances, I'm probably going to choose a much shorter game for my next live stream, which maybe sometime next month, but for now there's a lot of games I want to start playing, and no time like the present, as they say. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic night, and take care out there.